What up, my people? This is your boy, the MC, and I'm here in Nyamasaria, Kisumu City, Kisumu County, and I'm here to talk to one of my good friends on the CEO show, and he's actually our first guest on the CEO show. My brother is here, a businessman, a business person, and we are here to talk about his business. So, karibu sana. Maybe we can start with an introduction. You tell us who you are, and just a bit of introduction.
Okay.
Karibu.
First of all, welcome to Lavly Interiors.
Thank you so much.
My name is Simon Viti Omolo. I'm doing my business here in Kisumu. Majorly I just deal with furniture in general. Yes, I'm based in Nyamasaria. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. Now, married, kids?
I'm married to one wife.
Okay.
I have 3 kids.
No.
Still growing.
Let's come back to the business.
Yes.
Now, why furniture?
Just to take you back how I started,
Yeah.
why I decided on furniture. It's a long story. I used to work. I used to be a lecturer. I used to stay in a place called Siaya.
Yeah.
Siaya. Back in Siaya, my wife was in need of a seat.
Oh.
And we felt like, okay, we need to buy seats. So in Siaya, I went around looking for the seat that would suit my house, but I didn't get any.
Yeah.
I was forced to come to Kisumu. And here in Kisumu, I looked for a seat. I found one, but it was too expensive.
Yeah.
It couldn't fit my budget. So I had the only option of going to Nairobi, where now I believe that I could get at least something that was that could fit my pocket.
Yeah.
So I went to Nairobi, got a seat, came with it to Siaya.
Yeah.
And in Siaya, some of my friends who were coming to the house were so happy with the seat.
Yeah.
Because the seat was so beautiful. And I realized, hey, what I'm looking at is an opportunity.
Yeah.
If I can start out something like this, then I believe I'll get something. During that time, me and my wife wanted to do something apart from our jobs.
Yeah.
We wanted to add have an extra income apart from what we do.
Yeah.
So we realized that was the opportunity, because we were looking for options, but we didn't get any. But this one just came up, and God opened our eyes to see that we can do this. We didn't know how to make seats. I'm not a carpenter by
profession.
I was not trained on it, but we saw the need and the gap.
Yeah.
So we decided the best place we can do this business is in Kisumu, because we felt CI will not get the market that we want by then.
Yeah.
So we felt like if you go to Kisumu, look for a place, we'll get more people who want this kind of a seat.
Yeah.
So we came to Kisumu and looked for a place back in Kondele, a place called Selina, and we established ourselves there.
Yeah.
And that is how the history of me decided to do a
Furniture business.
Because the other businesses that were there then, I was not so enticed with them. But furniture was simple because it meant being creative. I was creative in all that I was doing then.
Yeah.
So that's how the business started.
Okay.
That's why furniture exists. For me, furniture exists still today.
Okay.
In terms of business.
Okay. Now, let's talk about this particular seat. Okay. You started looking at it from Siaya.
Yes.
You didn't get one.
Yes.
Came to Kisumu. Kisumu is a very big city.
Yes.
You didn't get one. The whole of Kisumu. You had to travel to Nairobi just to look for a seat.
Yes.
Aye. What do you call that? Passion or something? And what particular seat were you looking for that you had to go all the way from Siaya all the way to Kisumu, to Nairobi?
So this type of seat that I was looking for was just a simple 5-seater that had all that we needed in terms of comfort, quality, and design. All we saw around in Siaya was common seats. Everyone had the same type of seat.
Yeah.
Came to Kisumu, everyone had the same type of seat. So we felt like we cannot have a common item in the house.
Yeah.
We need to look for something just. And Nairobi has many businesses that offer or provide furniture, and they're also competing in terms of design.
Yeah.
So we believe that that's where we're going to get the design that we want, because it's not in these other sides of Kenya.
Yeah.
So we went to Nairobi, sourced for one that we both loved, and we believe no one will have this kind of seats in here.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided, hey, this is what I wanted. I decided now what I'll do, because probably I might not have money to transport it from Nairobi to Siaya. I got the services from Kenya up on the rooftop of Kenya.
Siaya.
And it went to Siaya. Luckily, it didn't rain on the road. But it reached there.
Okay.
Safely, yes.
Okay. Now, do you still have this seat? Is it somewhere, maybe back in Siaya, or maybe home or somewhere?
That's a special seat. But it reached a point whereby, when you have something for so long, you decide you need to give it out.
Okay.
So we brought it back, did repair it, just changed the material, and we sold it out at a good rate. So it still gave me back my money plus profit on top.
Oh, yes. So you went and just did some
just thing on it,
and then sold it.
Well, came and loved it, bought it. We were happy.
That's very good. Now, talking about what you were looking for, you've talked about comfort, you've talked about uniqueness, because when you look at the seats in Siaya and even in Kisumu, everyone had them.
Yes.
And then you talked about something you talked about. You talked about three things: comfort, uniqueness, and design. Yeah. So, if you would bring back those three items back to your business, do you think you're offering these three?
Majorly what we focus on, both in Lavly interiors and ideal sofas, we focus on making sure that we have the best design in the market. Comfort is key, because once you sit on a seat, you want to sit on it for a very long time, without thinking of repairs and all that. So designing it is number one, comfort is number one, and also affordability is also very key.
Very key.
So we focus on those things. So we do research most of the time to find out what is the market offering and what can we offer more that is better in terms of quality. And that is what we do. And all the products that we produce products of high quality, affordability, and style. Something that comes with style. You go to a different shop, you will not find our seat. That's the thing. So something that we offer is not available in other shops, but only us. So that is something that we focus on.
Okay.
So that the customer walks out smiling and happy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. Now, let's talk about the venue. When we're talking about a business, there are a number of things that we have to. There are some factors that you have to put in place, and one of the factors is now the place. Where you're going to set up your business. Now, I understand both of your businesses are in Nyamasaria. Now, why in Nyamasaria? Why not have maybe one at Kondele or maybe somewhere else, and then have one in Nyamasaria? Yeah.
That's a good question. What happened was why we decided to establish ourselves in Nyamasaria. Before, as I told you, we were in Kondele back in 2012. We moved around and we didn't get the best place. The only place we could get was Kondele. That is back in 2012. And then moving forward after some years of deciding now I have to quit my job, I decided to come to Molem, a place called Molem just here next to Nyamasaria. Then again moved out of that place, then came to Nyamasaria. Nyamasaria is where now I got a place that could fit. Before we were in partnership with somebody, so we joined partnership in Nyamasaria. Then we decided to go back in terms of each of us going their way. So I decided to go and establish a shop just near Nyamasaria, whereby now we call it Coptic. That is where now Ideal Sofas was established. And due to customer demand, most of them were insisting that they could not find me. I decided now the best thing I can do, let me come back to Nyamasaria where I can establish a business that more people will find me, even my old clients will find me. That's why I decided to come to Nyamasaria. So Nyamasaria established now the baby shop of Lavly of Ideal Sofas. It is now Lavly
Interiors.
So that's why we decided to come to Nyamasaria. But before, we went through a lot in terms of being in different places. We had gone in different places. We had gone to Bondo, we had gone to Koliview, we had gone to a place called Budumba here in Kisumu. So we were moving around. But finally we decided this is the best place for now, as per the period that we're here, this is the best place to establish the business.
Yes.
That's why they are both in the same area, but offering different products, not the same kind of products. Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, business has a lot of dynamics. You know, there are a lot of things that are required when you're starting a business. Talk to us about the capital. That's one thing that a lot of people are like, I have this idea, but now I have a problem of, you have the idea, you have everything figured out,
Yes.
but now you're stuck on where can I get the money? I need to start this business. Where can I get this money to start a business? So, from your experience and from your what you've gone through as a business person, what would you advise someone who has the idea but lacks the funds to start a business?
First of all, what I'll advise the young guys, or somebody who wants to start it,
Yeah.
you cannot just start with big. You might admire somebody who started big. I myself, I might have so many admirers, but the history of where I've reached from that level I started till now, somebody might not really, some people might not go through it because it's a bit difficult. But if you are patient enough, persistent enough, you can do it with.
Yeah.
So how I started was very simple. Started with back in 2012, a deposit of rent was, back then it was 16,000. I paid rent plus deposit. 16,000.
Yeah.
I didn't have money to produce the seats, so I had to go to look for the sources and produce even the 2 seats that we had.
Yeah.
Back then we had only 2 seats, so I had to go and look for the money, and then now come and establish make the seats for our clients. So we start small, and then now it grew by satisfying the clients, and the clients were buying more from us. So when they were buying more from us, we were getting more money. And this money we were using, we were not eating it. Most people just eat the money. Once we sell, and you got a 50K, and you clear everything, forgetting that tomorrow you need the money.
You need the money.
Yes, so you're not supposed to eat. You just take it back. You sacrifice. Take it back to the business. The business is going to feed you. Ukipatia, itakupatia. That's the thing about business.
Yeah.
So it's all upon you deciding how you want to give back the business.
Yeah.
So you start small. You can even decide, I want to start this kind of line of business. Start something. You can decide even to take, look for a space, even a small but that is space, or even maybe rent of 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah.
Rent it out. Then put up something small, maybe a capital that requires probably 5, 10, 20,000.
Yeah.
Set up your small space.
Yeah.
Start small. As you grow, but focus on making sure that you satisfy your clients and your clients come back. Because once they keep coming back,
Yeah.
you're going to get the money, the capital that is required for you to grow
Expand.
and become big.
Yeah.
Unless you have a good father who can help you able to grow bigger.
Yeah.
Well and good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you start small, then you grow.
Talking about eating profit. Once I used to sell some door shoes, and I had customers by there. These ladies in the banks and all. I had friends there, so you'd sell these shoes and reach a point where you don't have anything. You only have the money that you've sold to spend. And I was like, no. There's tomorrow. Let me eat today. You enjoy everything and then start afresh. So you've talked about the power of saving, the power of making a seat, selling, and then keeping something to ensure that at least you get 2 seats instead of going back to start from zero.
Yes.
Now, you've had your business from 2012, right?
Yes.
And that's about 13 years right now? 13 years.
13 years.
Now, in these 13 years, is there a point you feel like now, I'm in the wrong business, I'm doing the wrong thing?
Yes, not exactly feeling like I'm doing the wrong thing. When I started back in 2012, it was exciting,
Yeah.
a bit difficult also, because now you're excited you have started something new.
Yeah.
You create new seats for clients. Like for me, I started with only 2 seats.
Yeah.
These seats were being designed by my wife. She's actually the person who was taking down, actually made us start this thing because of the push and the persistence of making us be able to start business. Most of us, men usually just when you hear of starting a business, you don't want to, you feel like it's kazi mingi.
Yeah.
You don't want to take it peer pressure and all stress. And actually it helps you in one way or the other.
Yeah, true.
So she pushed and helped us be able to grow from where we want to be right now.
Yeah.
She's actually the person who started the first design. She was there with the fundis who were crafting the design with her. I was there to bring out the fundi, bring the materials that are required. But she was actually crafting the whole seat in terms of the way the seat needs to look like.
Yeah.
So she actually helped me a lot in terms of the design.
Yeah.
So I believe that the challenge that has been there since then till now. Remember, I told you we were opening even branches.
Yeah, true.
To an extent whereby now we closed some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
During that time, you get so discouraged because you open a shop, open a branch, chaos happen in that branch. You're not getting money. People are eating your money. Most people will give up.
Yeah,
yes,
true.
You are in a way decided this branch is not bringing anything. We close it. This other branch is not bringing anything.
We close it. Yeah.
Because of the losses that we are going through.
True.
Now, eventually, we decided now that it was now difficult for us to run the business. And I closed down for almost 4 years. Went back to Beach to being
a lecturer.
At the same time also training in a certain organization.
Yeah.
So I trained there for almost 4 years. And during that time, my mind was still back. When I opened the laptop, the only first thing I think of is
furniture.
Yeah. Because they were popping up on the computer. So it's there, like they were calling me.
Yeah.
Like, we are missing.
We are missing. You need to be here.
I need to be here. They were popping, and I'm like, hey, this design is nice. If I make it for clients, remember now, I've started thinking of if I make it for clients.
Yeah.
So that is how the passion came back to me because I had given up. I had closed.
Yeah.
Literally, I had closed. Issues to do with the furniture.
Furniture, yeah.
But during the Corona period, remember, everyone was
yeah.
So that time I was at home, yes, doing business now, but working, but online. And but I felt like I was too lonely in terms of just sitting in the house the whole day, not doing something productive.
Yeah.
Then we remember, me and my wife will walk around, see other furniture shops, see what they're doing, and in a way, because of the experience that we had before. We had a challenge because of in terms of running the business. So my wife didn't want to hear anything about furniture. So I had to talk. She
entirely gave up.
She had decided no. She had given a lot, but now all of a sudden everything went down.
Yeah.
So she had given a lot, but she decided she didn't want it. So I had to talk to her again. I pleaded with her, and eventually she agreed. Yeah. With ultimatums. We're starting it, but these are the terms of running it now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it when we were starting it without her knowledge. I prefer working with her in most of the things that I do. So we decided to start again. And now this time we had a joint venture with a partnership with one of us. And we joined hands, started the business again. And that's now where we talk of Namasari.
Yes.
That is the space where we got.
Yeah.
Because we felt like it's on the highway. There are many people in Namasari. Yeah. And now we could get market
True.
in Namasari. And that's how we started again. And pushed on till now where we reached. So in business you will have ups and down, ups and down, ups and down. So it all depends on how you pull yourself from where you're down. Once you're down, how do you pull yourself to come up?
Yeah.
But if you decide to stay down there and close the chapter, you'll miss a lot. You'll miss the diamonds.
True.
So you push yourselves up, you're still looking for the diamond today.
Yeah.
And you believe you're going to get it.
You've not gotten the diamond.
You have not gotten the diamond. You're still looking for that diamond.
I'd love you to invite me in this journey so that I can also be part of the people looking for the diamond.
Get the diamond. I will call you.
Now, talking about up and down, that's business. Now, for all the 13 years, okay, what was the best moment, in your life as a business person? The moment that you're like, no, I'll never forget about this day.
There's a day that we got in the process of doing all this. Yes, in between, we were getting some monies, and but one moment that I really appreciated the business was when we got a tender from one major company in Kericho, Sasini. Sasini gave us a tender to give them to make for them seats
Yeah.
for their employees. So we made so many seats for them, and we got good profit out of it. And we really appreciated. We felt like we were recognized.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the second moment was also the order that we got from one of the suppliers of the Gunja constituency, who gave us an order to supply for them. The official, which is our Ishiniwa.
Yeah.
So we were happy with that order, and we really gave our best on that particular order, and we really felt appreciated.
Yeah, true.
Those are some of the areas that I felt, despite all the needs, these are things that I will not
Forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, can you still remember your first customer?
Yes, our first customer was a lady. Remember when we started, we made 2 seats.
Yeah.
And they were actually L6. And during that time in Kisumu, back in 2012,
L6 was
a seat that everyone was just passing, looking at it like this.
Yeah.
So it was a weird seat. We were so happy when she took the seat. And yes, I remember it's a lady who made us very proud and gave us motivation. We were almost giving up, but God sent that lady to come and buy that one seat because we had stayed almost 5-6 weeks without selling. And that is the first client who came and gave us money for that. We felt like, wow, you can sell.
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying out and somebody's not coming, you give up. You end up like giving up because you're feeling like it's not working. It's not working. We close this thing to do our She came and gave us money. I was really literally counting the money. I was like, wow, I'm really counting money. So
what was your feeling?
It was good. It was very good. We were so proud and happy. We were so
I hope you didn't eat all of it.
No. I went and made other things.
Yeah. I don't know if you're still in touch with her, but wherever she is, I would love for her to come back and see you. You know, the guy that I bought the first seat from is now having this, massive business, running massive business in Nyamasaria. And thank you for supporting our brother here. Now, talking about, let me narrow it down to these two: style, comfort. Actually, 3: style, comfort, and the price. Now, when I'm on the other side of the road, I look at your shop and I'm like, wow, they're very nice. When I come closer, I'm like, they are very, very nice and comfortable. Now, the question is, am I able to afford you? Am I your client? Because you see, people like, a lot of people will look at business and like, this guy need to sell this seat, get profit. He had someone who made this seat who also needs to get paid. You also need to get paid as a person. You still need to pay your rent. So I'm looking at all this and looking at the structure, and I'm like, let me go to this person who just is making his seats himself. He's still the salesperson. The rent maybe was given the space by the parents or maybe a relative. Yeah. So talk to us about your customers. Can I afford you?
Okay. All our clients, anyone who works on an app, receive the same comments from many clients.
Yeah.
They value us or they judge us based on the structure.
Yeah.
Which is a disadvantage to us.
True.
Because we have products as low as 300 shillings and above.
Upward.
So I
you do?
300 years.
If I come here tomorrow with 300, I can get something.
You can get a flower.
At least I'm getting something. I'm not walking out. At least I'm not walking out empty-handed.
So we can serve all clients.
Yeah.
Just come with your budget.
Yeah.
You see how we play around with your budget.
Yeah.
Because there's a level, us as a business, we cannot go.
Yeah.
And there's a level, I know you as a person, maybe your budget is for maybe 100,000 and you want 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So you see how we structure your budget to whatever you want. So we see how we play around and eventually we'll sort you out. We live out here happy and confident that we have tried our level best to give you products that are worth your budget.
Your budget,
but they are also quality products that you're coming from us. So eventually our clients, obviously middle class are the ones that we focus on, and also high end, because both our shops we have imported products and also local. So some of the important products prices are usually very high. So obvious, some of the middle class guys cannot be able to buy them.
Yeah, true.
Somebody who is high end level. So cater for all of them.
Yeah.
So we don't categorize in terms of dismiss guys who might not have the cash to come and buy.
Yeah.
Because we don't judge you based on
What you have.
what you have.
Yeah.
Yes, you just come. You can also, we have an option of lipa pole pole. You come and pay. You can even start with 2,000. Pay your 2,000 pole pole as you earn, and you keep paying. And eventually, if the product is worth maybe 90,000, you end up finishing your
True.
90,000.
True.
You collect your products.
Yeah.
You have clients. You have so many clients like that. They come and pay, even for 6 months. They just pay. Eventually, once they're done, they say, "Give me my seat," and we give you your seat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
So we serve all of them.
Yeah. You have a warranty?
Yes, we have a 1-year warranty for all our products. So if anything happens to your product, we send, or you can bring it back, we work on it, or I send foodies to your
place.
home, they work on it.
Okay.
Free of charge. We don't charge you anything.
Okay.
Unless now you want something added on top.
On top, yeah.
That one now we charge.
Yeah. But you still talk on this charge?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Talking about locally made and imported, you have a workshop where you make your things and then bring them to the shop.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a workshop. What you see on the road, they're all just showrooms. But all that we do in terms of production of the seats, all of them, we produce them at the workshop.
Yeah.
We have a workshop just behind, near the showroom. It's a walking distance. You can walk and see what they do.
Yeah.
We produce them there, then transport them
To the shop.
So we have a workshop.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was Mr. Simon,
Yes.
the founder, right,
Yes.
of Ideal Sofas. Let me start with Ideal because that was the first, that's the mother of all shops. Yes? Ideal Sofas, which gave birth to Lavly Interiors, where we are now, and pay them a visit. They are located at Nyamasaria. The Lavly Interiors at Nyamasaria,
Yes.
right? And then we have the Ideal Sofas at Coptic, right? So maybe you can give them your number, and if they're interested, they can check you out and even your socials. But still, you're going to display the number down there so that you're able to, grab it, get it, and give them a call.
Yes. Welcome to Lavly Interiors and Ideal Sofas. We are based in Nyamasaria, Kisumu. We have 2 shops. So Ideal Sofas is in Coptic, and Lavly Interiors is in Nyamasaria Center. Just directly opposite Nyamasaria Police Post. You can get us there. You can get us on Facebook, that is Lavly Interiors. Lavly Interiors is Lavly, Lavly Interiors. You can get us on Facebook. At the same time, Kisumu Ideal Sofas, you just type Kisumu Ideal Sofas, you get us on Facebook, and you see all the products that we have. The number, phone numbers 071 80 63 81, or the other extra number is 0700 356 986. You can get us there. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon, for allowing us to have you in your workplace. And thank you so much for viewers, wherever you're watching us. Thank you for staying put until the end of the show. This is your host. See you on the next episode. Thank you.